Hi guys, this is Gallifrey Customs and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the second set of this 2026 Collect and Build Vortex range, and it is the 15th Doctor set with Mr. Ringading and Dugadoo. Now this looks pretty sick. I can't wait to open it, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So taking a look at the box, it's the standard packaging that you've come to expect. It's got that lovely pink and purple colour scheme that the 15th Doctor has, and then it tells you what's in the set, and the sort of collect and build bit in the corner. And then at the side, it's got the 15th Doctor's colour with the 15th Doctor in writing there. And then it's got some text at the back. Please feel free to pause and have a read. Yeah, it does look really good. And here we go. There's that side. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the packaging. Anyway, so let's take a look at the insert inside the box. So as you can see inside, we've got the 15th Doctor in the middle, and then there's Mr. Ringading at the side with his swappable head. There's the Dugadoo, there's the Yeti torso, and there is the little tiny sonic screwdriver. And there's a stand behind Mr. Ringading as well, I should add. And then taking that plastic insert tray out, and you'll see that there is a lovely little diorama inside, and it is the background of the scene from the Mr. Ringading film that they played in the cinema. And yeah, it looks super nice. There's no Easter eggs in it. It's just a cool little background for that Mr. Ringading cartoon. And yeah, it looks super nice. So let's take a look at the figures. So here they are out of the box, and I've got to say, this was probably the set I was probably least looking forward to out of the bunch, only because we've had a 15th Doctor recently, so it is just essentially a repaint with a Mr. Ringading, Dugadoo and the Yeti torso, but actually I really like this. I definitely think it's the best 15th Doctor variant they've done. The colours just look absolutely brilliant. Obviously, we'll go into detail with that shortly. But yeah, it feels like the most like the set that has the most in it, which I find really cool. And yeah, let's take a look at the 15th Doctor. So starting off with the 15th Doctor figure, and it is his outfit from Joy to the World. And yeah, I genuinely think this is my favourite 15th Doctor figure we have. I love the sort of reddish tinge on the leather jacket, similarly to the first Vortex edition 15th Doctor we got, which is his outfit from the church on Ruby Road. He has that lovely yellow stripy top. They have painted on the braces as well, which is quite cool. And then the check pattern on the trousers looks really nice as well. And the shoes, I really like the colour of the shoes on it. There is another change to it, which I will show you shortly, but looking at the detail, starting off with the head, and it is exactly the same as the last 15th Doctor figures that we had. No changes at all. Again, just looks exactly like Ncuti Gatwa. It's just absolutely perfect. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So then looking at the midsection, and again it's got that lovely textured weathering on the leather coat. It's got the buttons painted at the front, and then you can see that lovely yellow shirt, which does look really cool. So then looking at the bottom, and you've got the shoes, which is a nice sort of sandy colour with white on it. And then the trousers, which have that nice checkered pattern, which just really does look cool. So comparing it to the other Ncuti Gatwa figures, and you can see that the coat is a little bit redder. It doesn't show that well in the pictures, but it is pretty much identical to the the Church on Ruby Road 15th Doctor. Unfortunately, the only one I had available to compare to was a custom that I've done where I've swapped the coat so that it is the slightly more orangey coat on the Church of Ruby Road 15th Doctor. But yeah, they all look pretty awesome, but definitely the one in the middle I think is my favourite variant out of the three. I think the colours just go really, really nicely, and that yellow's a really lovely, vibrant mustard yellow. So the other difference I was talking about is the crotch articulation. So as you can see, I've kind of bent it open there, but it doesn't open on that Space Babies version. Or the Church of Ruby Road. However, they have fixed it now. So look, it has full crotch articulation, which looks really cool. Means that you can pose it so much better. And yeah, it just makes a massive, massive difference. And yeah, it makes the Ncuti Gatwa figure so much more elevated. So that's something that's really appreciated, that they went back and took the time to improve the articulation on it. There we go, there's him bent in a rather funny stance, slightly similar to the Disco 9th Doctor that we got back in 2005. And then the accessory that comes with the 15th Doctor is his little sonic screwdriver, and this is painted in a nice red colour. Obviously it's too small to be able to do the iridescent finish that the Sonic had in the special, but I think this just gives the perfect impression of the colour of the Sonic, so it really works for me. Looks good. So moving on to Mr. Ringading, and this just works so well. It's absolutely brilliant. Obviously it's a completely 2D character, but they've managed to just sort of make it stylistic in the most perfect way. And the colours are vibrant on it, and it just looks exactly like him. I just think it's absolutely genius figure. So as you can see, he comes with a swappable head, which is his more angry expression. And it's easy-ish to swap the heads over. You just twist and it does pop out. And then it does take quite a bit of a push to get the other head in. And it doesn't really pop when you put it in, which is weird. So you kind of can't tell when it's fully in. But yeah, after a bit of a push, it should hopefully go back in straight away. Yep, so here we go. So then you've got his angry expression. And then obviously it's got the little holes at the back. The reason for this is because they're required in order to make a bendy figure. And yeah, really, really cool. So you've got the smiley head with the little antennas poking up. And it looks really cool. They've got his hair all flicky. And then switching to the angry head and the antennas are pointing down. And he's got those evil eyebrows and that menacing grin going on, which I think looks super, super effective. So then obviously no articulation apart from the head, but the arms do bend really well, and it does allow for some really great posing. You can also use the stand to help benefit the pose. So if you bend the legs around, and then you can bend sort of at the knee, and it just makes him look super cartoony the way it bends. I just think so clever. And then yeah, if you put him on the stand, then twist it around so the balance is a bit better, and then you've got him posed as if he's running. And then even better if you switch over the heads too. Oh. There we go. So I just think, what a clever way of doing a character that you just wouldn't expect there to be a figure of. So yeah, pretty sick. And then looking at the scale and comparing him to Ncuti Gatwa, he is a little bit too tall. I believe he should be up to Ncuti Gatwa's waist, but they had to make him a bit bigger in order to do the bendy style, because it would be too small otherwise. I think it's passable. It works for me. You know, he's a cartoon that could change size anyway, so it's just brilliant. And then taking a look at the Dugadoo, and this is a super cute accessory to put in. He's got a little display stand so that he stands up properly. He's got his little Mohican going on, his little mouth out where he's singing away his song. And yeah, I love the little fluffy texture on it, the detail of the tiny little eyes, the little tooth, his little antennas, and the Mohican. It's just awesome. So the head does rotate 360, which you wouldn't expect. I expected it to be a static model, so I think it's quite cool that they've actually kind of made it into like an action figure with articulation. He does need the stand to stand up, which is fine. It works for me. So yeah, just a fun little addition, and kind of boosts up the 15th Doctor collection. And yeah, he's quite small. I'd say the scale is about right compared to the 15th Doctor figure. So yeah, that works for me. So the final part of this video is taking a look at the Yeti torso, which is actually massive. I can't really believe how big this Yeti figure is going to be. It's very cool that they've done it as a builder figure. So yeah, it's got a lovely fluffy texture. It's got different colour dry brushing throughout it to add some texture to it. And then yeah, if you get the Yeti head, it does just pop in with a bit of a hard push. There we go, and it's in. And there we go. So it does fit in fairly easily. You do need to do a little bit of a push so that the ball joint kind of pops into it. But this is looking really good already, and it's looking quite big already. I mean, look, he's up to Ncuti Gatwa's waist already, and it looks like the legs are going to be quite a massive part because it's the whole like bottom like crotch area and everything. So that brings my video to a close. I really hope you like the look of this set and it inspires you to buy it. Obviously, the more they sell, the more chances there are of getting better things in future. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment for more, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.